Hey guys, and welcome back to News to Astonish, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. I'm here with another top 10 video. You all seem to have liked my last two top 10 videos. I've already talked about the top 10 suits I'd like to see in Marvel Spider-Man 2, but this time I want to talk about the top 10 features I'd like to see in Marvel Spider-Man 2. This could be anything from combat, swinging mechanics, character appearances, and more. But before I start this top 10 list, I want to preface this by saying that it is only a list of things that I like to see in the game. If you feel like I've missed something or you didn't get to see anything you'd like to see in my Marvel Spider-Man 2 top 10 list, comment down below, but do so respectfully. I'd like to get a conversation going. Also, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on bell notifications so you don't miss anything. I post videos on the daily and I do live streams from time to time. Join my Discord. The invitation link to that is in the description box below. Thank you all so much. And without further ado, let's start from number 10 and work our way down to number 1. Number 10. More air acrobatics. Okay, well, you can argue that we got our wish granted when Spider-Man Miles Morales came out. We were given more aerial tricks. Well, it's not Marvel Spider-Man 2 for those of you who are adamant about it. Yeah, I read your comments. I'm talking about wanting to see more air acrobatics similar to Miles Morales tricks, but make it distinguishable from Miles acrobatics. Make it so I know that it's Peter Parker Spider-Man doing the tricks in the air. But before Spider-Man Miles Morales came out, I was really hoping to see an air acrobatic improvements, and I was thrilled to find out that Insomniac Games delivered that. Spider-Man Miles Morales is superior when it comes to doing aerial tricks, especially when you feel the sensational haptic feedback while performing these tricks. I mean, it's been done before in Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 2, when that game came out way back in 2004. Both of those games do take different approaches as far as how they represent Spider-Man. However, Insomniac Games' Spider-Man does it better. I just wish there were more tricks for Spidey to do, only because after a few minutes of swinging, I've done every conceivable air trick that I can think of. While Spider-Man 2 for the PS2, I was always coming up with ways to do new aerial tricks. Insomniac's version takes a smoother approach. Number 9. Improved swinging mechanics. Again, we got this in Spider-Man Miles Morales, but I wanted an improved swinging mechanic for Peter Parker Spider-Man. The swinging mechanic in the first Marvel Spider-Man was satisfying to say the least. It was fun, you felt like Spider-Man, but I want more swinging speed upgrades, being able to do loop around cranes, have consequences if I somehow happen to crash into a building while swinging towards it. Again, going back to Spider-Man 2, that game delivered that. Now, I'm not saying what Insomniac has implemented in their swinging mechanic is a bad thing. I just want more variety. Having Spider-Man shoot out a web line while holding the other web line in his other hand, bring back the slingshot trick so he can shoot himself forward to give him more air. I want a little bit more variety in his swinging in the next Spider-Man game. Number 8. Other superhero appearances. Spidey is based in New York, and New York is chock full of Marvel's greatest superheroes ever. You have Iron Man, Iron Fist, Matt Murdock's Daredevil, Captain America, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and the Avengers, and more. Yes, there were references to these characters in the first Marvel Spider-Man if you visited locations where some of the characters I've listed normally reside, like the Nelson and Murdock law firm, Harlem, Alias Investigations, Avengers Tower, and more. But wouldn't it be awesome to actually see these characters at these locations just walking around doing their thing and being able to interact with them? I'd be galvanized at the idea of having superhero team-up missions that require said characters to complete missions. But this is a Spider-Man story. There's probably a good reason why none of the aforementioned characters made an appearance in the first place. Maybe these other superheroes I've listed wouldn't fit organically. Number 7, going into buildings. So it's been rumored that we're going to have access to a lot of buildings in the sequel. I can only imagine the strenuous amount of work and detail that would make this feature possible. But it'd be a really cool feature, no doubt. It is rumored that Sony PlayStation has patent technology that would allow the console to generate random assets for buildings when you enter them. Depending on the structure and dimensions of the building will determine what the inside would look like, rather than designing the interiors of every single individual building of all of New York City. A tedious yet admirable task indeed. Number 6, swing loop. This is a personal preference when it comes to swinging as Spider-Man in any game, but I felt that was a missing quality in Insomniac's version of Spider-Man. The swinging in this game is fantastic, but it's not 100% perfect. Spider-Man Miles Morales came to a close 100%, but I feel like sometimes I want to be able to do a loop around by swinging around a crane and turning back around in style as I'm somersaulting in midair and changing my course of direction. It's a very Spider-Man thing to do, don't you think? Number 5, Spider-Man co-op feature. There are a lot of rumors going around about a co-op feature in Marvel Spider-Man 2. Of course, Peter Parker won't be alone in the sequel adventure, so what better way to play Spider-Man when you have a buddy on your side to be Spider-Man as well? This will be optional, of course, since this is a single player game and you don't have to be in the same room to play co-op. Your friend can play on his own console and on his own TV at home, and we'd be able to see each other swing, fight as our own Spider-Man. Either way, a co-op feature being available as an option would be great. Number 4, fall damage. This isn't so much of a feature that I'd like to see, but it goes without saying that a lot of us want to see it. In Marvel Spider-Man, we were treated to an epic superhero landing cracking the pavement upon your overdramatic epic landing instead of fall damage. I don't know what it is about fall damage that people are so longing for. I guess it's the idea of having consequences if you don't save yourself before becoming a pancake on the concrete pavement. It gives that sense of realism of what could happen if you were to jump off hundreds of stories very frequently without the aid of webbing. Number 3, more fighting combos. The fighting style and combos in Marvel Spider-Man are unique, discernible, and when it comes to the animation, we're treated with beautiful and unparalleled animation when achieving said fighting combos. After putting in some time into the game, using the same fighting style and combos can get a bit repetitive at times. I wish we had more controls as to what combos we like to use instead of incessantly bashing that square button just to execute a random combo by pressing square and triangle. The combos are glorious to look at once you've carried out a combo by pressing the right combination of buttons, but even that can get a little old after putting in some time into the game. I mean, what if I want to execute a specific square and triangle combo instead of a random one so I can take a photo of it using the stupendous photo mode that Spider-Man has to offer? I'm just going to have to keep doing more combos until I land the one I want to take a photo of. Comment down below if you agree or disagree. I'd like to know what ideas you'd implement to the fighting style and combos. Perhaps we can have assignable combos. Number 2, collecting the Amazing Spider-Man and Miles Morales Spider-Man comic books throughout the city. In the first Marvel Spider-Man, we collected backpacks. In Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, we collected time capsules. Collecting comic books would be a revisit and basically paying homage to previous Spider-Man games where you'd collect comic books in different stages as you progress through the game. This would totally be fun and definitely kill the time in between stories of the game. Let me know if you'd like to see this feature again. And number 1, wall crawling combat. Some of you watching this have probably played Spider-Man Web of Shadows. It's an amazing Spider-Man game that allows you to wield the power of the black suit and wear it too. What's really interesting is the combat system while wall crawling. Yes, there are some other Spider-Man games out there that allows you to throw at least a punch while on the walls, but none of those games were as fun as Web of Shadows. At least in my experience, it was the first Spider-Man game to have a full combat system while wall crawling, so why not bring that back? Honestly, it would be fun, and I think it would be really cool. So that's pretty much my top 10 features I'd like to see in Marvel Spider-Man 2. Did I miss anything you'd like to see in Marvel Spider-Man 2? Any improvements, features, characters, and other things you'd like to see in the game? Comment down below and let me know your thoughts. I like reading your comments. Also, a bit of a plug in here, guys. I just want to take this time to say thank you all for subscribing. And I mean all you 2,140 subscribers. At the time of me making this video, guys, this has been an insane journey. Just about 5 days ago, I hit 2,000 subs, and only 5 days later, I'm at 2,140, approaching 2,200. It's been a blast, and I can tell from the looks of it, you guys really love top 10 videos, and you guys love my Spider-Man videos, and I'm only going to keep dishing out more if you guys like to tune in. And it's because of you guys, I make videos like this. And as you can tell from watching this video, I put a lot of hard work into it. I put my soul into it, and I have you guys to thank because you're the ones that motivate me to do work like this. Anyways, that's pretty much it that I got for you guys tonight. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Look forward to another video like this. My next one's going to be top 10 villains we need in Marvel Spider-Man 2. For more videos like this, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on bell notifications so you don't miss anything. And as always, I will see you all in the next comic panel.